All right, so we're gonna make some of this really tasty curried fire noodles, and this is gonna be the Buldak Samyang flavor, curry flavor, and it's so tasty. It has a nice heat to it, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, let's make some ramen. Start up the fire, get the water boiling, and then we're gonna slice up some onions. And we're gonna use some shrimp in this recipe, so it's gonna be really good. So you just follow the instructions on the back of the packet of ramen. So you're gonna put the ramen in the hot water. You're gonna add the seasoning packet, which has like the onions and has like carrots, and it looks like maybe some type of little spice in there. So we're gonna cook that up, like I said, according to the instructions. And we're gonna take some of the water out, and we're gonna leave about 8 tablespoons of water in there. But I like to keep my juice on the side, so that way if I need to add more to make it a little bit more soupy, then we could do that as well. So speed it up a little bit, leave about 8 tablespoons in there, and then after that we're going to add the sauce packet. Now this sauce packet has a really nice kick to it. I am going to leave just a little bit in there because in just a little bit you're going to see what I do with the few little drops of sauce that's left in the packet. All right, and then we're going to mix it up real good, and we're going to continue to cook the ramen a few more minutes. And then after that, we're going to add some shrimp in there. You can add as much shrimp as you want. This is so tasty. I love the way the shrimp cooks up in this noodle sauce, and man, it's good flavor. Add some onion. Some people call it chives, some people call it onions, but I'll stick with calling it onions. Mix it up real good. Let it cook for just a little bit longer. And the shrimp, they cook up pretty fast. So once they turn pink, I do have a little piece in there, a couple pieces that are still a little bit of grayish. I'm gonna let those cook up. All right, now I want my ramen to be a little bit more saucy like, or I guess soupy like. So I'm gonna add some of that broth that I took out a few minutes ago, so that way I can have a little bit more soupiness to it. And the shrimp looks like they are about done. Now, you can have this 2 ways. You can have it without an egg or with an egg. So we're gonna do it both ways. You just seen how I did it without the egg, and it's just a little bit soupy. So we're gonna fry up an egg real quick, kind of like an over easy style. Your choice on however you wanna cook the eggs. But the egg takes some of the heat out of the soup. So it's pretty good. And plus it has a really cool look, cool texture. And the leftover sauce that I have from that packet, I'm just gonna drizzle some on there. I think it looks pretty cool. Almost looks like an art piece, I would say. Now we're gonna make a bowl of the soupy ramen with the shrimp in it. Look at that. Doesn't that look delicious? Those nice chunks of shrimp and onion, and it has that nice texture of broth to it. It's not watery. It kind of has a little bit of a thickness to it. And I will tell you, this flavor that comes off of this, it's hot. When you're using the sauce and cooking it into the ramen noodles, it makes it really hot. So just be aware of that, but it has great flavor. And now here's how you can eat it with the egg. Now the egg has the sauce on it, and the egg will have a little bit of kick, but the ramen noodles are still a little bit soupy. I wouldn't even say soupy, I would say more or less creamy type, and it's really good. Great flavor. I love the way that this tastes. I like the way that the egg tastes on it with the sauce on it. I love the way that the shrimp tastes being cooked into that sauce, and I just overall love this. So just beware with the curry flavor, you are going to get some heat, and it's a heat that kind of lingers. It warms up your sinuses and everything, but it's not a heat that you can't stand. It's just one of those types of heat that just lingers. It's like a warm heat, but it's not a stinging heat. So if you guys get a chance, go out there and make some of this Buldak curry flavor hot chicken ramen fire noodles, and hey, let me know if you guys cook up something. Make sure you like it, make sure you comment, and also make sure you subscribe to my channel.